Hi everyone, this is Natasha. I wanted to show you an unboxing of the Evolution Advance from WeRMemoryKeepers. I ordered this from HSN on its launch day. I don't remember the exact date, and I don't have the shipping in front of me. Shipping slip in front of me. All I've done so far is taken it out of its shipper box, and there are 4 individual items in the box if you order it from HSN. It's the Evolution box, then there's also a Letterpress box, the quick stick pack, and the embossing folders, which are 6x6. So let's open one at a time and I'll give you a closer look at each. Alright, I just opened this tab so I don't snap a nail off on camera. And let's unbox this. Really thick cardboard. And there you go. Free custom printing plate. That was part of the deal from HSN, so it has a specific code. And the instructions. It's just a little, in multiple languages, in English, French, Spanish, and Dutch. And then, for assistance or problems with the tool and accessories, please contact WeRMemoryKeepers directly at customer service at weareonthenet.com or the 877 number. And then let's see. Those behind me. So there's the machine. Let me remove the box and take out whatever else is in there. There's a styrofoam plate. Wow, they totally sized the box out precisely. So there's, ooh, sorry, my camera's, there we go. So what was in the Evolution box is the actual machine, the plates, and the platform. And there's a warning, suffocation warning. I've read them before, I don't need to again. An exclusive thin dies with rounded corners. So there's a pliable mat. The mat B, which I believe is self-healing, and the platform. So let me put these aside and we can open up the machine. Now I know I've seen several people mention that the adjustment gauge, which is right here, let me just lower my camera a little bit. Lower my whole tripod. There you go, that's better. Excuse me. So the handle is stashed away in the storage compartment. Is that a release? Well, let's read the instructions. Wouldn't that be easier? But not in Dutch, because I don't speak Dutch. Alrighty, so getting started. Attach the handle to the Evolution Advance. It's in one of these compartments. There we go. Is it in this one or the other one? Push the button to lock the position of the handle. So first we have to get the handle out. Let's see if it's in here. Again, I'm trying not to pop a nail off. How easily do you open this? Oh, here we go. So it's in the other side. I'm learning along. Okay. Ugh. Okay. So there's the handle. And since I'm righty, I'm gonna leave it like this, and it locks it down to the desk. Pretty sturdy. So I've taken the handle out of the bag. Let's see if I can move it where you could see it better. So you lock it on, and then lock it on. It's a little, here I'll show you when I take it off. That's the locking. So you slip it on, and then pull up to lock it. So now that's locked on. And the adjustment is on this side. And it's numbered 1 through 15. There's also a thin to thick paper guide. So let's take a look. Dial adjustment. The markings are associated to specific, the markings on the dial give a suggested range for the die cutting, embossing, and letter pressing. Adjust up and down within the range as necessary depending on the thickness of the paper or user preference. The number side on the dial can be used to track specific settings. Using the tool outside of the suggested range may result in damage to the platform or tool. So don't force things. That's always a good idea, isn't it? Following the dial settings, emboss thick paper, letter pressing, die cutting, thin dies. So that's what's in the main box. So I'm gonna close this up and move this out of the way and show you what's in the letterpress box. So this is the letterpress box, and let's see what's in here. It looks like there's some tape. Very nicely packed. Okay, so here are the instructions in all the languages, in English, Spanish, and French, and Dutch. Instructions on how to do it. So this is the tray of inks, and it comes with teal blue, hot pink, navy, orange, and silver, and these can be mixed. There's the ink plate, which is a thick acrylic, it's not glass. There's a brayer, a cute little brayer. This is the letterpress set, or the letterpress press envelope. I want to make sure I don't lose any of the small pieces that are in here. So this is the typewriter, spacer bars. That was the outside of the typewriter. There's the typewriter itself. The inside of it. And a pattern, geometric pattern, and 2 words, hello and noteworthy. Oh, there's more. See, good thing I checked that before I checked out the plastic. That's all of them, yep. There's also thank you. Let's see if you could. Thank you. thinking of you, awesome, and love you. So basics. These are letterpress cleaning cloths, and there are 10 6x8 wipes. That's very helpful. I believe these are spacers for when you want to make sure your repeated pressing gets the exact same positioning. Let's see what this is called. So there's a stash of letterpress paper. Soft thick paper for the perfect printed impression. Includes 10 A2 size flat cards. These are paper placement guides to use for more accurate paper registration when creating multiple prints of one design or project. Includes 140 individual guides. They're adhesive on one side. And then these are the actual plates of the letterpress. And they're hinged, so they're not individual. So there you go. And there's a fine grid line, 1 to 11 inches and 5 inches across. So I'm gonna figure out a way to keep this all together. I might put the small pieces into a little bag so I don't lose any of them, because that would be a bummer. So that's what was inside the letterpress box. Let's take a look at the embossing folders and the quick stick a little closer. So the last two items in the package was this quick stick from WeRMemoryKeepers. I do have one and it's fabulous. I've already taken the liberty of cutting the packaging open because it could be such a hassle. So I'm just going to move this off to the side and show you the quick stick on its own. This is great for picking up small pieces. It has an extrudable tacky substance that as you screw comes out. Here, I'll show you. Oh, is it on? There it goes. See that? And that makes it easy for you to pick up small pieces. So that's at the head, and then there's also a little wedge spatula kind of on the end, and I think this comes out, yep. So it has a wider tip and a pokey tip. So it's a really nice multi-purpose tool. So if you're die cutting something that has a lot of really detailed, excuse me, a really detailed design, you could use this end. And this is plastic, it's not glass, although it does look like glass. And I think I've already gone through an entire one of these. I'm not sure whether they sell a replacement head alone or you need to buy the entire thing all over once you run out of the adhesive or the tacky substance. So really useful. I use it quite a bit, especially when I'm die cutting small things like letters, and that's one of the examples that they show. So that's the quick stick. Really great to use on multiple things. And then it also came with two of the embossing folders in a size I've never seen before. It's a 6x6. So I've already opened the back of this to make things easier. And the interesting thing about the WeRMemoryKeepers embossing folders is they have a grid pattern on them. So you could align very specifically over and over again. I think it's intended, or they kept in mind, those of us who make projects, excuse me, that you want to have the consistency from one to another. So that's really convenient. That's really nice. I can appreciate that immensely because I do a lot of invitations for my business. And then this one, so this one is butterflies, various butterflies. See, you can see without a glare. And this is a almost like a mosaic pattern. I don't know if there are names on this one. Let me see. Just says butterfly. But yeah, really nice size. So yeah, and the excuse me, grid pattern is a really great idea. So that's what was in the box for that was the special on HSN. I'm eager to start using it, particularly playing around with the letterpress. Now the only other thing that I want to share with you guys before I finish is I have had a Genius platform, which is also from now WeRMemoryKeepers, but when I got it, it was still, the manufacturer was still Lifestyle Crafts. They were purchased by WeRMemoryKeepers. So what is this? It's an extended plate, but it's also magnetic, and it came with its own exclusive die. So it has the base plate, which is this, but as you see the underside, there are magnets in these little wells, and I was even debating to add a few more magnets to give it greater coverage. It also has two plates with it, an A plate and a B, or it's mats, A and B mat. And I believe it's the, so here's the information. If the A mat, well, some of this information is going to be inaccurate because of the adjustment on the new evolution. But I know that the B is self-healing. So that's wonderful. So you have no more rigid mats that crack and have stuff stuck in them. So I won't be using this more than likely because that's intended for thinner dies, but because of the adjustment. But I'm really happy about having the Genius plate with because it's magnetic. Now I'm not sure whether the newest iteration of it, since this became WeRMemoryKeepers versus Lifestyle Crafts, whether the package includes an A mat anymore or not. I would imagine it still does for those who don't have the evolution, but I will check and I'll include that information in the description below. So thank you so much for stopping by and joining my unboxing. What I'll do is I will create a evolution playlist. That way any tips or tricks or projects that I do with the evolution, I will pop there for easy reference, particularly since I'm going to be learning. And if you want to learn along, if you've ordered one as well or are thinking of ordering one, you could see it in action. As always, don't forget to thumbs up. It's free for you and it helps me out. And I will see you with the next project. Thanks for watching, everyone.